Hello everyone. As you know that the new list for the cue cards has been updated. So from now I will be uploading new cue cards. Stay tuned to get the latest videos. Let's have a look at the cue cards for today's video. I will discuss two cue cards in this video. The first cue card is describe a puzzle that you have played, and the second one is describe a tradition of your country. In this video, you will also get answers for the third section. Let's start with the first cue card. Describe a puzzle that you have played. You should include the following points: what it is, how did you find about it, how easy or difficult it is, how long it takes you to solve, and how you feel about it. Let's move to the answer now. The first point is what it is. Playing puzzle games tends to improve the cognitive skills of children and adults. I had played numerous puzzle games either offline or online, and I enjoyed almost all of them. Tends to means can. Wherever you want to use can, you can replace it with tends to. Either and or is a complex sentence, so wherever you have the ability to use this sentence, please make it either in the writing or in the speaking module. It would definitely be beneficial for you. Here I am going to talk about a specific puzzle game which I started playing a couple of years ago, and still I am fond of it. The name of this puzzle game is Wordscapes. It is an online puzzle game. There are many puzzle games that you can mention here, like jigsaw or chess or others, but I have chosen this topic because it would be easier for you to attempt this cue card. The second point is how did you find about it? I vividly remember when I was studying, I saw my friend playing this game on his mobile. So we need to add an event when we came to know about this game. I got engrossed in that game and immediately downloaded it on my mobile phone. Since that day, I have been playing with this puzzle. Engrossed means I got attracted to this game. The next point is how easy or difficult it is. So, before mentioning how easy or difficult it is, we need to give some information about the game. Wordscapes is the word hunt game that has different levels ranging from easy to challenging. It is a mix of a boggle and a crossword puzzle. Challenging means difficult, and boggle is a kind of game in which we need to make new words. Players are given 3 to 8 alphabets in a circle at the bottom of the screen depending upon the levels, and the players must make a word using those alphabets. It has almost 10,000 levels. When I played the first 30 levels, I didn't find it difficult, but after that, I came to know that it is not a cup of tea to clear next levels. Cup of tea means easy, so it is not easy to clear the next levels. Instead of these challenges, I have become addicted to this puzzle game, and whenever I have some leisure time, I love to play this game. The next point is how long it takes you to solve. Since I am at a moderate level of English language, it can take 30 to 40 seconds to make a word using given letters. However, it may vary as per the levels of the game. Now, the last point is how you feel about it. Honestly speaking, I love this game. First of all, it is tremendously beneficial for the brain. One can learn thousands of new English words by playing this game. So, those students who are trying to take the English language should play this game, as not only does it improve their vocabulary but spellings as well. Moreover, it is quite fascinating as I have never experienced a dull moment while playing this game. All in all, this game has a great educational potential in addition to the entertainment value. So I must say it is one of the best puzzles I have ever played. Now we will discuss some follow-ups, and the first one is, why do parents let their children play puzzles? Well, there are several reasons for this. To begin with, it facilitates their learning skills. All parents want holistic development for their children. Facilitates means to improve, to make better. Holistic means overall development. If they play such games, they develop many skills such as concentration, time management, discipline, and so on. Apart from it, when puzzles are solved by them, they feel more confident, which is another advantage. Hence, everyone permits their children to play such games. So, these are the reasons why parents let their children play these puzzles. The next question is, what kind of puzzle improve people's intelligence? There is no one to count. First of all, the jigsaw is very popular among children. It is a kind of mental exercise, so it has a good impact on cognitive skills. Cognitive skills means the skills related to brain, so it improves or it sharpens their brain. Another is Brain Trainer, which is an online game. Furthermore, Sudoku, chess, and crossword are also good for improving intelligence among children. So, there are many games that you can mention here. I have mentioned some of them. The third question, why are detective stories attractive to people? As far as I am concerned, people are more interested in mystery nowadays. They are curious, and if a puzzle is presented in front of them, they love to solve it. Also, detective stories are a source of fun and entertainment, and those people who are leading a monotonous life like to read or watch such stories to entertain themselves. If it is a murder mystery, everyone wants to know who was the murderer. That is why people are more into detective stories in the present time. The next question is, which do you think is better, a detective movie or its original novel? Though people may like both of them, I am more into a movie. As per me, movies are more interesting due to an audiovisual quality. When we read a book, we may feel bored. On the contrary, there are many effects in the movie which usually grab my attention. Whenever I watch a detective movie, I remain glued to it and enjoy it a lot. Let's start the next cue card now. Describe a tradition of your country. You should include the following points: what it is, who takes part in it, what activities are there, and explain how do you feel about this tradition. Now we will move to the answer. The first point is what it is. Well, India is a cradle of different cultures. People from divergent societies are living and following many customs and traditions. Divergent means different societies. Although in my country there are a plethora of traditions in terms of language, food, and clothes, here I am going to talk about a specific tradition which is followed in my country with full enthusiasm. It is none other than Jago, which means to stay awake. Enthusiasm means passion. The next point is who takes part in it. It is a pre-wedding ritual that is followed at night before the marriage. The main idea behind this tradition is to enjoy the wedding party to the fullest by singing and dancing. Not only the relatives but friends of the bride and groom also participate in this tradition. The next point is what activities are there. The maternal aunt of the bride and groom takes an earthen pot known as jago, places it on her head and dances. The pot is further passed on to other family members and friends as well. Relatives of the bride or groom go around the village or the neighborhood with pots on their head that were decorated with oil, candles, singing and dancing as an open invitation to attend the wedding. The traditional folk song is Jago, so they tend to encourage people to wake up and join in the festivities. Moreover, the bride's or groom's siblings and friends will often dress up in traditional Punjabi clothing during the ritual to make it more attractive. DJs are also booked to add charm to the party, so everyone sings and dances all night. The last point is explain how do you feel about this tradition. After that, food is served for everyone and the bride or groom receives gifts from their friends and family members. I love this tradition. I must say, Jago is one of the most distinguished and illustrious tradition of my country. Distinguished and illustrious meaning renowned, well known or eminent. The first question is, what is the importance of traditional festivals? Everyone knows that India is a land of festivals. Numerous festivals are celebrated every year, and each festival is vital in its way. First of all, when people get together in any traditional festivals, they feel connected to their culture and tradition. Furthermore, they are more likely to rejoice in special moments at that particular festival. Also, these are celebrated with full pomp and show, so everyone gets a chance to rejuvenate their mind. Hence, they play an important role in the life of Indian people. The next question is, what is the difference between the festivals now and in the past? In my opinion, there is a massive difference between the way the festivals are celebrated. Initially, people used to celebrate the festivals in simple ways, and it was a time to catch up near and dear ones for them. On the contrary, in the present time, people hold these events in luxurious ways. Since people are leading a hectic schedule, they hardly get time to relax. These festivals give them a chance to break the monotony of their lives, so they spend hefty amounts of money now. New clothes, gadgets, and other items are bought by the people. So I think these are the main differences between the festivals now and in the past. The next question, do you think festivals like Christmas are replacing the traditional festivals in your country? Although people now like to celebrate some Western festivals, they still celebrate traditional festivals with full enthusiasm. Earlier, they were not aware of any Western festivals, but due to globalization, they are becoming familiar with other cultures and customs. So instead of saying that traditional festivals are forgotten, it is better to say that now both Western and traditional festivals keep a significant place in the heart of the people. If you find this video informative, please like and share and stay tuned for many more videos.